Hey guys, it's Steven Ewing on location in Tenerife in the Spanish Canary Islands. And I am here to drive the 2017 Porsche 911 Carrera, which most notably has the new turbocharged 3-liter engine. And another kind of cool thing is it's got a new rear wheel steering system for the Carrera S, which makes the car fantastic. You can read all about it in my review, but what I want to talk about right now is where we were actually driving. So Tenerife is one of the Canary Islands. The islands themselves are off the sort of northwest coast of Africa. Um, Totally beautiful place. And therefore, the drive route that we were on today was exceptional. The day started in the 911s. We went to a mountain road that Porsche had closed off, and we were put in groups of 2 cars following a Porsche test driver up and then down the mountain so we could use the whole road safely. We could really get a feel for what the cars are capable of without actually taking them to a track. And here is really where the 911 shined. Like, you can really, in some of the tight corners, get a sense of why the rear wheel steering is so important. And running up a mountain, you're using a lot of the turbocharged power. So, it was a good chance for us to feel like, this is maybe why the turbo engine isn't, such a bad thing in this car. So following that, we spent, 5-6 hours just driving down these amazing winding roads along the coast and up in the mountains. We actually climbed as high as 7,000 feet, which altitude usually affects a car, but not so much in the 911. The turbos really help with that. They help the engine breathe and use the most of the power. But then we stayed up at the high elevation for most of the day, kind of came down into the city of Santa Cruz, where we ended at like a little harbor loading area, and Porsche had set up a track for us to test things like hard braking, launch control, a more like, tighter lane change sequence so you could really feel the rear wheel steering. Just a lot of really cool stuff with the car. And then we took a long drive back along those same great mountain and coastal roads back to our hotel. Tenerife itself, I'd never been before, and it's a really beautiful, amazing place. I mean, it's warm, it's very tropical, very lush, but then up in the mountains, you kind of almost get this sort of like, Arizona, high plains feel, whereas down on the coast, it's a lot like Southern California or Florida. Banana trees everywhere, lots of cacti along the road, just a really amazing place. And in terms of, a place to experience the 911, this is definitely one of the more exotic locations Porsche could have picked, but it's one that really, showed off everything the car is capable of and made for a fantastic time. So that's it. Read my full review of the 911 for all my impressions, and I'll catch you guys back in the States.